Glory. Glory so brightly. Glory so brightly. Glory so brightly.
Request everyone to put your phones on silent.
हाँ ये किसने किया?
Good afternoon, everyone. As an advanced AI Knight, it always gives me immense pleasure to welcome and speak with real people. Thank you. I'm looking forward to interacting with you over the next hour. I'm certain you already feel the freedom, feel the honor today, empowering consumers and shape the future of technology in India. H-Tech is bringing Honor devices to the Indian market with the first launch with Honor 90. Honor, the renowned smartphone maker, will be expanding its presence in the Indian market as we launch our first smartphone today, Honor 90 5G. Before we begin our launch today, please immerse yourself in the unique and exclusive show. I hope you all loved it. To make this even more interesting, I, your very own AI Knight, will be asking you questions in between the launch. You can simply participate in the contest by sharing your answers by tagging @ExploreHonor, our social media handle. Please use a hashtag. Hashtag share your vibe. Hashtag shot on Honor 90 on social media, and 20 lucky winners will win goodies from Honor. If there's one thing that I've learned during the millions of hours I've spent on social media platforms, it's that people love a phone even more when it takes great pictures. I would now like to invite Mr. Sri Hari, Product Manager H-Tech, on stage.
Wow, I didn't expect that. But great. Thank you so much for being here. A big round of applause for everyone for the first launch. Keep that enthusiasm up, right? We are here for something incredible. So let's just all feel it together. Now, I'm very happy to meet you all today, but I mean, a year ago, I didn't expect that an AI clone would be introducing me. Oh, sorry, the AI Knight. Now, as we stand at the cusp of a new era, we're not just heralding technological advancements, but a philosophy that places you, the user, at the center. The Honor 90 isn't just another smartphone. It's a testament to our commitment to prioritize your experience over mere specifications. Because at the end of the day, a phone isn't defined by its specs alone, but by the authentic, memorable experience that it facilitates. The Honor 90 is a smartphone that is set to revolutionize the way we capture and share our life's moments. At the heart of the Honor 90 is an exceptional camera. It's a camera system that truly pushes the boundaries of what a smartphone can and should do. Well, with the Honor 90, you get a 200 megapixel ultra clear camera. There is a very versatile 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, which also acts as a macro lens. There is a depth camera for portrait photos, but more importantly, incredible portrait videos that the Honor 90 can shoot. And moreover, we have a 50 megapixel front camera. Now, one great thing about all of this is that all these cameras can shoot 4K and simultaneously switch between all these lenses. Now, there's a lot more to talk about in camera, so let me hand it over to the AI Knight. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Mr. Dabu Ratnani, who's a very well-renowned photographer, to speak about the Honor 90's camera. Known for his unmatched creativity and dedication, Dabu's work is elegant, timeless and authentic, capturing the essence of his subjects. His portfolio boasts Bollywood's finest, including Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Priyanka Chopra, and sports icons like Virat Kohli and Sania Mirza. Dabu's lens revealed the soul of his subjects, making him a sought-after photographer.
Thank you for a lovely introduction, AI Knight. Whether you're a professional or just like shooting pictures for fun, everyone needs a good phone camera. The Honor 90 camera does not disappoint. Truly, Honor 90 comes with a 200 megapixel rear main camera. It has a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a macro camera, a 2 megapixel depth camera, and 50 megapixel front camera. The camera is capable of 4K at 30 FPS video capture and supports EIS. Besides, it has a large pixel size that is 2.24 micrometers by 16 in 1 pixel technology. The 200 megapixel main camera has a sensor that is as large as a 1:1.4 inch, making it the largest sensor in the segment. Check it out. The rear main camera has a wide aperture of the main camera has a wide aperture that is f1.9. That is a sensor, and its sensor has it's so beautiful. It captures amazing pictures. The light basically is captured. The more light goes in, the better it looks. You can shoot in low light situations. You can shoot in absolutely dim lighting situations, and this is offered in 1x and both 2x mode. In high resolution mode, the sensor works with a 200 megapixel independently to enhance the pixels. Each detail is kind of there in the picture. You can see when the pixels work together, how much detailing you can get from image which is in shot wide and then zoomed in. The 12 megapixel ultra wide and macro camera can capture details wonderful. Your whole life, your life, single every right there. With the new HDR technology, Honor 90 can record in high dynamic. With that, I'm going to hand it over to AI Knight, who has something. Thank you.
As techies, we drool over the specifications of high-end devices. Unlike ordinary folk, we have an eye and ear for such technical jargon. So, I've prepared a small quiz. It's about the Honor 90 camera's specifications. I request you all to please participate in the quiz by answering the following questions. What's the camera sensor on Honor primary camera? What's the field of view Honor 90's 12MP ultra-wide and macro camera can capture? Hashtag Feel the Freedom. Hashtag Share Your Vibe. Hashtag Honor 90. While we wait for our very own Tech Night to arrive with the shipment of your most awaited Honor devices, I'm going to invite back Sri Hari, H-Tech Product Manager.
whistling. Who all whistled? Do it again. Okay. Oh wow, that's like an alarm now. But it was wonderful to actually see Dabu talk about the Honor 90 camera. It's an honor to have someone who's spent years honing their craft, years spending on each picture, each shot. I mean, every single picture that Dabu puts out, I'm sure there are hundreds and hundreds of shots behind those, right? But back when Dabu started, it would have been really difficult to even call yourself a photographer because you need to buy a big, massive camera. You need to know how to use the 100 different buttons on it. Well, that's what the smartphone camera solves for you because now everybody is a photographer. Now, I have a question for you before I begin with the next segment. Which is the best display smartphone you've ever seen? I want to hear words. I want to hear names. Honor 90, you've already seen it. What else? What else? The best of the best, the best of the lot. Great. I hear a lot of big names. Well, I say, that's my opinion, I say that the Honor 90 is the best display of all. Let's see how, right? That's a big claim. Now, taking inspiration from the natural curves of the device and implementing them sort of in an advanced 6.7-inch quad curved display, right? This is a quad curved floating AMOLED screen. And the Honor 90 also... Okay, we need to finish each part and then do it. So, the Honor 90 boasts 2664 by 1200 pixel resolution. It covers 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, something that's very important for photographers, for content creators to make sure that they're actually looking at real colors for further color grading. Also, peaking at 1600 nits, it's the brightest smartphone in the segment. Also with a dynamic refresh rate of 120 Hertz, HDR10 plus certifications, even support for Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all the popular multimedia experiences. There's also... Okay. So, I mean, see, we'll do the whole thing, and then we can have a massive cheer so that all microphones blow out, okay? So, AI video quality enhancement. It helps upscale lower resolution footage. So, you know, many a times you are streaming videos, maybe your internet is slow, or maybe the source file, you got it from WhatsApp, sometimes there's compression on the file. Well, when you're viewing it on the Honor 90 display, while the Honor 90 display itself is beautiful, the software enhances the video resolution. So you can go from 260p to 360p, 480p to 720, 720 to 1080, SDR to HDR, HDR to HDR10 plus. All of this is done right on the device. And when the HDR is enhanced as well, it doesn't just happen on the final footage. It doesn't just happen on the final image. There is extraction of multiple layers, and it makes sure that HDR is not just applied to sort of the whole image or the whole frame as a filter. Even if you look here, see, you'll see the image on the left with no HDR enhancements. You will see the top part of the image, the whole, this whole area is completely blacked out. The shadows are crushed, you cannot see anything. If you look there, you'll see even colors and tones. Look at the sky. The sky is so beautiful. These are all separate elements, even that Jeep in the middle, if that's a Jeep, that's a car. So in the middle, you can see how it's enhanced. So these are individual elements being enhanced using layers, truly giving you an HDR experience. So with all of this put together, with all these specifications, 1600 nits, DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, 120 Hertz, quad curve floating AMOLED display, in fact, the first quad curve floating AMOLED display in the industry. So all that makes the Honor 90 the best display ever, right? It does? Well, it does, but don't believe me. Believe what DxO has to say. DxO Mark rated the Honor 90 display and rated it at a whopping 140, which puts it among the top flagships, not just in India, but globally. And at the 140 score, it becomes among the very few smartphones in the world that have received a DxO Mark gold display rating. So now do you believe that this is the best display ever? Okay. You know there's more. While all these specifications that we talked about do put the Honor 90 factually, statistically amongst the top displays available to consumers worldwide, there's something that truly sets it apart. According to a survey, the total time that people use displays, 33% of the time, that means 1/3 of that time, that usage happens between 8 p.m. in the night to 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, why does that matter? When you're using smartphone displays during this time, I mean, most of you are lying down on your beds, I'm on my couch, just scrolling through multiple apps, Instagram, maybe checking out face videos, and I'm just scrolling through and looking at the display. Now what happens is when I'm watching content, when I'm watching videos, when I'm scrolling through Instagram as well, I keep the brightness low because it's night. You go somewhere under 100 nits, 90 nits. Now in AMOLED smartphones, the brightness control is done with something called pulse width modulation. This is a technique with which you reduce or increase the width of each pulse on the display. It's almost like a light is going off and on, off and on. Have you been to discos? Who all have been to discos in their life? No cheer for this? Nobody. If you've seen the disco lights, it starts flashing at you. And when it flashes, it sort of puts some fatigue in your eyes. You start to feel dizzy. Well, that's exactly what smartphone displays are doing to your eyes. That's happening. But there is a way to solve this. If you go and look at the PWM frequencies, multiple smartphones have PWM frequencies at multiple levels. So if you go from 0 to 1250 hertz, this is the high risk dimming area. So anything that's under 1250 or under 1000 hertz is in the high risk area. I have a question actually. How many of you know when you go out to buy a smartphone, you ask for an AMOLED display, you ask for the high resolution, or maybe you ask if it's curved or not. Ours is curved from 4 sides. But do you ever ask for what is the PWM frequency? Of course, it's a technical term, but do you ever ask, is this phone actually good for my eyes? Have you? Who has? If anyone has, we'll give you an award. No? Nobody. That's the point. Nobody asks about this. Everyone wants to know what's the latest tech, what is the latest spec, but is it actually good for you? In fact, anyone who has phones in your hands, I'm sure we have a lot of media friends here, a lot of fans here, everyone has their phones in their hands. Why don't you quickly check what is the PWM frequency of your phone, the phone that you own. You can quickly check it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Because majority of smartphones in the world stay under 1250 hertz. That is where majority of AMOLED smartphones are. In fact, some super high-end flagships as well stay under 500 hertz. I'm sure many of you have checked. And if you even checked in some of your phones, you'll realize that these numbers stay between 240 hertz, 480 hertz, 500 hertz, which means most of the devices that you use are here. Now, there are some who've actually made an effort to talk about this to bring improvements here and have gone above 1250 hertz. So if you go in this area, you go to the low risk area. There are devices that have 1500, 1900, 2160 hertz, and our respects to them. It's a really important thing to talk about, and it's something that consumers must be aware of. But with the Honor 90, we wanted to make a bold statement. We want to get this conversation started. So we not only went in the risk low dimming zone, the Honor 90 comes with industry's first 3840 hertz PWM zero risk dimming display. So this is literally a smartphone that takes care of your eyes for you. Now, it's not just 3840 hertz dimming. It's not just us saying TUV Rhineland has certified the device for a flicker-free certification, making it one of the first devices in the world to have a flicker-free certification. Now what's more, the 3840 Hertz frequency range available is also used for brightness control, and this is a huge range, while maintaining healthy levels of dimming. Along with that, the display also has hardware level low blue light control, another part of the display that we don't talk enough about. Low blue light control happening on the hardware level, unlike the yellow warm tint that you get on your smartphone displays when you turn on eye care mode. This happens on a hardware level, and through the day, you know, every one of us has a circadian rhythm. We wake up in the morning, we see the light, we go into the afternoon. Towards the evening, as the light goes down, we start feeling sleepy, our melatonin levels go up. Well, the blue light is controlled in the same rhythm. So as you're actually going throughout the day, as the light is moving, your smartphone display adjusts the level of blue light accordingly, making sure that your circadian rhythm is not disturbed. Now, all of this is why I truly believe that the Honor 90 is the safest smartphone display out there, and hence, now do you believe the Honor 90 is the best smartphone display available to users? Now we can cheer. Well, now we'll have Dr. Glenn Jeffrey talk a bit about the Honor 90 smartphone display.
Hello, my name is Glenn Jeffrey and I'm Professor of Neuroscience at the Institute of Ophthalmology at University College London. I'm interested in the impact of light not only on the eye but also in the body in general. Long exposure to blue light is associated with eye strain, and funnily enough, people don't really know this, it can actually even change your blood pressure and it can change your heart rate. So the problem with most digital devices is they don't adjust their blue light output at different times of the day. However, the Honor 90 and the Honor Magic 5 Pro do just that. The new Honor 90 features a 3840 Hz zero flicker display, as well as dynamic dimming and circadian night display modes. We tested Honor's phone over a 24-hour period, looking at the blue output of the screen, and we found that towards the end of the day, the blue output was reduced by 40%. The results of our test using the Honor smartphones show that by using these features, you can promote healthier sleeping and reduce eye strain.
So now that we've talked about the front of the device and you're all convinced, now let's talk about the back of the device. Our design philosophy is a blend of nature and innovation. I wanted to hold on till that phone comes on. It's just beautiful. Now the camera module is inspired by the ever-evolving phases of the moon. It symbolizes both change and eternity. A nod to our commitment to prioritizing you. Now, as the video will showcase, the Honor 90 doesn't just offer colors or color variants. It offers statements. It's the luxurious, be it the luxurious diamond grip pattern in the diamond silver, reminiscent of exquisite jewelry.
Glory, so brightly.
See, the whistling is a bit sharp to the ear. So let's just clap. Let's clap once. Clap once. Yes. Yes, great, great. This one. So that's a diamond silver. How many of you like the diamond silver? How many would you buy it? No? Diamond silver. A cheer for diamond silver. Okay. But that's not all. That's not all. There's the emerald green. And we also have the classic midnight black.
It's true.
Every hue is a testament to our meticulous attention to detail and your unique style. Now let's talk about the processing prowess. You know, we talked about all the features on the display, the different drivers that go in. Dabu mentioned 4K recording, right? 4K multicam recording from all cameras, which means the main, the wide, the front. The ability to switch without breaking the flow of the video. So you start record, you're shooting from the main camera, you want to go ultra wide, you want to switch to the front camera, your recording will keep on going. You'll have a single clip. And also streaming multiple camera footage at the same time. Well, all of this requires a lot of power. Now, it's not just, running 4K also already takes a significant amount of processing power. However, harnessing multiple lenses at the same time, maintaining consistent color accuracy, ensuring stabilization, and managing data flow, right? All this while optimizing for battery life. This is a Herculean task. Now, the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 isn't just facilitating all of these features, it's optimizing for it by coordinating between the camera, the sensors, GPU, RAM. It ensures that users get a fluid and lag-free experience. It's not just multitasking, it's a symphony of hardware and software working together to bring you the best user experience. Now, at the heart of the Honor 90's performance lies a sophisticated cooling system as well, boasting a vast 4,483 square millimeter vapor chamber. This chamber is not just large, it's a staggering 147% larger than what was found in our previous generation. But power and performance do not and must not come at the cost of elegance, which the Honor 90 stands for. So while the device is just 7.8 millimeters thin, just realize how thin that is, it still has a massive 5000 mAh battery packed within the phone neatly to give you all-day performance. And it's also only just 183 grams. I met a few people outside who were checking out the phone, and the first thing they said is, this is really light. Now coming to something that is very close to my heart. In the world of smartphone, hardware often gets the limelight. However, at the heart of every device lies its operating system, the silent orchestrator that defines your interaction with the device. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce Magic OS 7.1, the latest testament to our commitment to a seamless user experience. And more than just an update, it's a reimagining of what an OS can do, with features tailored to not just work for you, but anticipate for you, to cater to your needs and ensure that every touch, swipe, and click is more intuitive than ever. Now, in the sea of smartphones, the Honor 90 also stands as a beacon of user-centric design and functionality. The Honor 90 isn't just preloaded with apps, it's curated each application to make sure that it fits for you. From navigating through Google Maps to storing your files on Google Drive, you want to type, the Microsoft Swift key is there for you. If you want to connect to a Windows PC, there's Link to Windows and a lot more services. Our commitment to enhancing user experience extends far beyond this. There are more features built in to the smartphone and to the Magic OS. On the Magic OS and the Honor 90, you can actually use something called Magic Text. How often have you wished to effortlessly digitize text in an image? With Magic Text, you can actually draw sentences or words out of the image directly from the gallery app, post it somewhere, or you want to convert into a PDF, you can do that immediately without third-party apps. It does image recognition right on the gallery app. Now, also on a Connect. In today's interconnected age, we often find ourselves switching between devices. You know, you have a laptop, there's a tablet, there's a smartphone. We need all them to be connected together. On a Connect does that for you. There's multi-screen collaboration. You can actually, if all three devices are connected to the same account, then you can go through, your mouse can actually fall through all three devices. So you can just use a single mouse for all your functions. And you can directly use your smartphone from the PC. It's not just about convenience. It is about redefining boundaries. Now, in a world where our demands from technology are very high, we here demand a lot out of each purchase that we make, especially when it comes to technology purchases. Now, delving beneath its sleek exterior, you'll find a reservoir of expansive storage. So we start with an 8 GB RAM and 256 GB storage variant, which should cover all your needs. But what truly makes it stand apart is a 12 GB RAM variant with a massive 512 GB storage. Right? It's not just also about raw storage. We also use a portion of the storage to provide something called the Honor RAM Turbo. So you can go up to 5 gigs on top of the 8 GB RAM model and up to 7 GB RAM on the 12 GB model, giving you a total of 19 gigs of RAM experience. Now let's have a very interesting session now. I mean, we've talked a lot about specs, we've talked a lot about different features. Now, I'm going to talk to someone. Let's see. Let's invite Faye over to the stage. So let me have the AI Night give her an
Faye
introduction.
has amassed over 3 million followers across social media platforms due to her balanced and unbiased journalism. Her impressive accolades include the Ramnath Goenka Award and the Red Ink Award for Journalist of the Year. She's been recognized as Vogue Woman of the Year and featured among Impact's 40 Under 40. As the youngest woman to lead a national news channel in India, Faye's impact is undeniable. After her TV career, she launched Beetroot News, a news app prioritizing accuracy and trustworthiness over clickbait. In just 3 months, it has gained over 100,000 users. Faye's dedication to journalistic integrity and her innovative approach to news delivery through Beetroot News make her a true trailblazer in the industry. She stands as a beacon of truth in a world where reliable information is more crucial than ever. Thank you, Faye, for your unwavering commitment to responsible journalism.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. What an introduction. Was that entirely AI?
Yes, believe it or not.
So it's actually really cool to listen to what you were saying, because for me, the big transition was when I was in a television channel, there was a 100-member team. We had studios, we had cameras, we had like reporters, and then I transitioned to doing it all on my own, especially during COVID.
Yes.
And I was literally, all of the work that I have done in the last 3 years, I use the same phone that I make phone calls with. So we're shooting with that same phone, uploading with it, doing all the lives, everything with the same phone.
Yes.
And for me, the biggest issue is when I'm framing myself and I don't have a camera person anymore, I have to use the front camera because otherwise I can't see. And normally in most phones, the front camera is really weak. And it's not a great output. So I can't use the back camera, I'll need another person. And if I use the front camera, it's not a great output. So I thought really interesting developments here.
Well, we have something for you and
Yeah.
something that can help you.
Okay.
But before that, I actually want to know something from you. See,
Sure.
we all watch you. I watch you regularly. Now, when you talked about this transition where you went from a full crew
Yeah.
to doing everything alone,
Yeah.
you know the smartphone came as a really powerful tool for you.
Yes.
And I'm sure it does inspire a lot of content creators, people who want to communicate, express themselves, talk about really important things.
Yes.
What does a typical day in your life look like? And also, how do you think this, something as powerful as a smartphone, can help others who want to be like you?
So obviously, Dabuji just spoke. I think that this transition we're noticing in all our careers, right? I think having a smartphone in your hand has changed the entry barrier in all artistic careers. Earlier, if you wanted to be a journalist, if you wanted to be a content, you want to put out your message, you had to wait for someone to give you a job.
Yes.
So someone had to give you a job in a newspaper, or someone had to give you a job in a TV channel, and you would have a boss who would tell you what to do. But now you have a phone, you have an internet connection, you have a good camera in your hand. You can put out your own, you don't need anybody's permission anymore. And I think that's a really empowering, wonderful thing, that you can now do whatever content you wish. And as technology keeps improving, as you've seen, and I think that the future with AI is just going to be, it's something that we can't even imagine. The manner in which AI will be able to aid content creation, generate the research you need in order to create your content, edit your videos, clean up the audio, improve the quality of the shooting that you do, and then help you upload it, understand the audience better,
Yes.
and change your content to it. So I think that, integrating AI with technology, with software, is just going to change the game for everyone.
Well, it does, and I think you really took advantage of it, and you really understood what it could do, right? We talk about this a lot. We talk about technology. Now, on the Honor 90, we actually also have some of these features that could help you shoot better,
Okay.
and also, free you of the reliance of other people and have a crew with you. So, AI Vlog allows you to shoot HDR videos, portrait videos, as you said. Many a times you're shooting at home. I know you shoot a lot at home. So, you want to blur the background. Maybe you don't want to show what's in the background.
Yeah.
So you can have a portrait video. We have a depth camera that does that. There's multi-video. This I thought was a really powerful tool for especially someone who's reporting. The smartphone camera, the Honor 90 camera can actually stream from the back and front camera at the same time.
At the same time. Yeah.
And you can record as well, right? Which means, because see, when it comes to your viewers, when you talk, eye contact is very important, right? For you to, when you're talking about something, for you to look, for people to see you. And that's what this does. You can show what's happening in the background and also talk about it and express yourself.
Because otherwise what would happen is, if I were to go out onto location, and I did a lot during COVID, then you'd need to first shoot what I want to show you, then shoot what I want to say, and then put it together on the edit. So this would actually save a lot of time.
Yeah, it does. And the other features as well. I mean, this truly helps you do a lot in lesser time, because, with you, the timing is very important.
Yeah.
You need to get content out, not just good looking content or professional looking content, but needs to go out.
Yeah, it has to go out, because the thing with news is that unlike other content, so if you sort of largely divide the video content space, right? So there's cooking recipes, there's makeup, there's music, all of it has great shelf life.
Yes.
So even if you take 2 extra days to put it out, it's okay, the recipe is not going to become outdated. But news becomes outdated really quickly. So you have to be able to turn it around really quickly. So most of the time with my team, the conversation I'm having is, Nikalo, jaldi, 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 just get it out, get it out, get it out. So saving time would be great.
Actually, yeah, and I saw when you were doing COVID reporting, and you were out in the field, right, which is a big part of your job as well. There's generally a lot of noise. You're shooting in public places, right, with people all around you, cars honking, right, people shouting in many cases, and you need to say something, but your voice is not clear. So which is why not just the multi-video, the solo cut, all these separate, all these different modes. We also have something called noise reduction. It's live noise reduction.
Yeah.
So you can, while recording, even if you realize that the noise suddenly went up, you don't need to stop the video and start noise reduction and then start again. You can just do it while recording. You realize that's a lot of noise. It'll just...
This is also interesting. So when you're reporting on the field, a lot of times this happens, right?
Yeah.
My voice will get drowned out by ambient sound.
Yes.
And then we'd have to use a clip-on mic.
Yes.
But you'd see a lot of content creators holding a mic like this.
Like this.
Which doesn't look great. It also then makes it difficult to move around. Yes. But for me, the challenge would be if I was talking to someone.
Yes.
So it's not just my voice, but also your voice that you want to grab. So if there was a way to be able to do that, that would be really interesting for me.
Well, let's see soon that Beetroot has videos shot from the Honor 90. And apart from this, I want to show you a demo actually of the noise reduction.
Sure, I'd love to see it, yeah.
So I'm sitting at my daily coffee shop right now, and I want to make a morning vlog. As a content creator, the biggest issue that I face is the noise. There's music, there's chatter, there's everybody around me. So after the vlog is done, I'll have to go through extensive editing just to remove the background noise. But with the new Honor 90, my problem is solved. Let me show you what I mean. So to turn on the feature, it's very simple. All you gotta do is go to video, and as soon as you start recording, on the top you will see that you can do noise reduction on and off. All I have to do is just flip the screen, and now I'm going to be talking in a place that's noisy.
And you will notice that the phone is only focusing on my voice and reducing the noise around me.
Well,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I hope this convinces you to use it for your endeavors. And I really think that with the features that we put in on the Honor 90, it's something that we want to use as a tool to empower people, to allow to express themselves in multiple ways, in creative ways, documenting things. Now, we have other features as well. Today we have about 80 million plus creators across beauty, travel, lifestyle, right? We have all the different modes and creators who like to share videos, GIFs as well. I mean, see, apart from the fact that you're a reporter, you're also a social media celebrity, right? So you have Instagram followers to keep as well. And there are multiple modes that allow everyone who does that to quickly get these quick videos out, quick GIFs out. Now, we can also use this for multiple other things. There's, of course, moving photo.
It just moved.
This is a moving photo.
Yeah.
Can we play it again, the moving photo? So the toggle here on the top allows you to sort of take a clip while also shooting the picture. Okay, we move on to the next part.
You could choose any one of those frames to be your photograph.
It's sort of like a GIF. You can share it. You can share it in the form of a clip as well. It saves a lot of time, right? I've also noticed that apart from all the reporting that you do, and you spend a lot of time on a smartphone and a remote tool. You come here, we'll talk. And looking at the display is something you also do, right? I talked a lot about that. Talk about how PWM dimming is something that we put as well. So it's not just for content creators who like to shoot, but after that you have to edit your pictures, look at your videos time and time again. And that's why the Honor 90 with the safest smartphone display.
So, I think that this is really interesting because for me, we're also writing a lot of text, right? So most of the work that I do on Instagram is text written on a gray background, which a lot of times I do it myself.
Right.
Also, a lot of times in a moving car or, when you're transit. And so your phone is shaking and you're trying to read something and you're trying to copy, paste and edit and put a comma here, put a full stop there, not get a spelling wrong. So it's really like fidgety work.
It is.
And it's difficult to do if the screen is not friendly.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, absolutely. In fact, when we were developing this product, see, one of the things that we had at the core of this is not just all the components that we're putting in the device, but how does it help consumers, right? I want to let everyone take a moment. You have your smartphones in your hands, some of you have in your pockets. The smartphone is one of the most potent tools that humanity has ever had. I mean, I don't remember any other invention that's intertwined itself so much into our lives. The smartphone is very intimate to us, right? Which is why what we went with the approach that we took is not what technology can do, but what technology should do. And that is what we want to talk about on the Honor 90, and that's how we developed the phone. I think we've had a lot of great chat about the Honor 90.
I just want to say one last thing, right? So I was actually in a special meeting yesterday where I met younger news producers on YouTube who have just started, and we were sort of exchanging ideas.
So streaming particularly on YouTube.
Yeah, who have started sort of creating, and what's amazing about what the smartphone can do is that we have people of different communities now reporting on their community.
Oh, right.
So, earlier when we had this whole, we still have it, unfortunately, this whole TV channel sort of culture, it was out of Delhi, and they would have 4 offices in the big cities, and that was it.
Yes.
But now we have young people with smartphones, women in Uttar Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, in Jharkhand, in small villages who are reporting about their villages, and they're putting it out. And they're doing it on their phones, and they're doing it in their dialect, and they're doing it, in whatever is comfortable to them.
Yes, and they have context
and they have context, and they have voice, and they have an audience because of the smartphone, because of internet, because of 4G being so accessible. And I think that as technology becomes better and AI makes it easier to turn a video around, it's not just about saving time for someone like me, but actually making better quality content accessible for all of them.
Absolutely.
And then all of that content then becomes accessible. You can sit at home and you can watch a report by a woman in internal Chhattisgarh reporting about what's happening in her village. I think that's so tremendously powerful.
It's true, actually. At every scale, all you need to change the world is a smartphone in your hands. and some charge on your battery. But
That's why he's the product manager.
but that's all for the product. Now, me and Fayed had a great chat. Thank you so much
Thank you.
For listening to us. And now we'll step down and let the AI night take over. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to quickly check who was racing towards us. Till then, you can check out this video and see what Madhav is up to.
I'm on my way.
Thank you very much. How's the Josh? I still believe it's still low. How's the Josh? Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank all my friends from media, partners, specifically the entire Amazon team, and as well as all my partners coming down from offline, and the media friends, last but not the least, my fans who are watching us online, as well as who have physically taken out time to be here. Thank you very much once again, right? I would also like to thank a lot of my peers in the industry who will be watching me at this point of time. I want to thank them as well, that because of them, probably I get a lot of josh to be standing on the stage. I want to make sure that probably I give them that commitment, that probably we will be back again with more disruptions in the industry. So make sure that probably the nuts which we are cracking in the video, probably you hold it strong with yourself as well, right? So anyways, let's move on. Well, a lot of people ask me, why honor? I think there are a lot of personal reasons as well as there are professional reasons. The reason which I would like to start with is personally. Personally, I believe that probably it's all about honor coming back to our lives. It's all about bringing honor back to our lives, to my team. And that's the reason I would like to give a huge round of applause to my team who have been standing with me through all the thicks and thins while we were, venturing into this honor venture as well. Thank you very much once again, Thomas. And we are excited to be back, and we are excited to bring more disruptions this time for sure. As I've always believed that the soul of a smartphone has always been the user experience. In other words, one of my favorite, which was Steve Jobs, he always said that design is not just what it looks like or what it feels like. Design is how it works, which is all about the user experience. But how it works depends on the intent of the brand. So let me share an analogy which I believe it. Can I ask you a simple question? Can you really imagine a particular brand with having no ads or a non-intrusive UI in any of the smartphone which from the Android ecosystem? Do you really think there is any brand at this point of time giving you a clean UI or a non-intrusive UI? Well, even I believe the same. But it's not the case with Honor 90. Honor 90 will be one of the cleanest UI I would have ever seen at this point of time. Though, I thought about this as well in my past, but I probably wasn't able to get it through in the right way. just coming to the conclusion that leadership is not defined by the position. It's always been able to be defined by the influence I bring to others' life. So I've made sure that probably I can bring the latest technology to the people, bring the latest innovations to the people in the right time for all the people, making sure that probably it has been accessible at the right time. There are few other reasons which I believe that probably Honor has to be back in India. While I believe that probably one of the biggest reasons is also about the 5G migration which we have seen over a period of time. But apart from that, what I believe at this point of time, we even see in terms of competition that there will be X number of brands. But what I say, there are very few brands and others are more about the surrogate brands having a different back panels itself, having the same specs, same designs. There is a need of an hour for having a new brand with a new innovation, bringing new ideology and a new vision in the market. There is a need for a change, and that's what Honor will bring on his table as well. Because of all these things, we at STech are bringing back to the Indian consumers a strong brand that has a cutting-edge technology and a self-reliant ecosystem. We are focusing on bringing technology that is truly transformative, ensuring that we are bringing technology that is harmoniously blending along with Honor's global prowess as well as local insights, and ensuring to build up 100% Indian entity, which means that bringing devices and products that are not only technologically advanced, but also caters to the needs and the requirements of the Indian consumers. Leveraging Honor's strong network and the value chain, we are introducing the first smartphone in the Indian shows with the launch of Honor 90 5G. We are very excited to bring the new Honor 90 5G phone for all of you guys in India for the first time. So probably I think my team and thanks to Faye, thanks to Dabu, everyone, probably they have given all the insights about the product. I've always said about the user experiences. From the post-purchase, from the rate of the post-purchase to the life cycle of your product, how can I make sure that probably this product can give you the best of the experiences? So rather than speaking on the maths and the technicalities, I want to speak about the user experiences, how it can help you to ease up your day-to-day life. So making sure about the user experiences, we are bringing 3 different colors. One is emerald green, diamond silver, and a midnight black. At the same time, we are ensuring the display is one of the toughest and the safest display in the segment. Our 3840 PWM dimming technology goes beyond brilliance. It really shows it cares for the users. And that is what I always call about the user experiences. By the way, I'm listening from last 2-3 days about the nits. This has also got about 1600 nits and a floating quad curve design, and the only one at this point of time having a quad curve display with Honor 90. It is definitely a pinnacle in the eye safety as well as the display excellence. Coming back to the camera, which is the heart of this particular smartphone. In photography, the Honor 90 camera redefines the limits. The 200 megapixel main camera with a 50 megapixel selfie camera, I think it gives a perfect combination with an aperture of 1:1.14 or 1.4, which is closest to the ultras like S23 Ultras at that particular price point, which is, though definitely they are at 1.13, we are 1.14, we are the closest and the only one in the segment having this type of pixel size. So while I say that this can also hold a 4K multicam recording, which means it's a seamless recording with the front camera, wide angle camera, as well as the main camera at the same time. It's a perfect phone for all the creators, influencers in the family, and the visionaries definitely. Talking about the software, right? While we are talking about the software, Magic OS 7.1, while she has already explained about it, and it seamlessly integrates. The most important point, as I said, is one of the cleanest, no ads UI based on Android 13, right? One of the current biggest problem with any of the phones or the Android ecosystem is the bloatware. How do we resolve it? Probably this is one of the cleanest UI you will ever experience while we open the demo zone for all of you guys. It has a smart Google integration as well as seamless connectivity with the PCs, and a SwiftKey keyboard, plus a plus 2 years of software updates and a 3 years of security updates on a Magic OS 7.1 constantly, right? What are the other pain points for the consumers? Let me tell you about this. This is extremely important. While Honor, back in 2019, while we were talking to a few of the users, the biggest concern for the consumers was the service. We wanted to ensure that we give a complete peace of mind. So hence, I think my team has been tirelessly working, making sure that probably we have 400 service centers from day one of our execution. As well as, not only that, for keeping you a complete peace of mind, we are ensuring that probably a 30 days over-the-counter replacement policy is also been announced. Consumers, I want to make sure that probably you are getting a hassle-free experience while we are taking this. What is the next part for the consumers for the next 24 months if they are using Honor 90? It's the performance. For all these things with the 4K video, with the performance, with all the displays, we probably need a 4 nanometer chipset, and hence we have chosen the 7 Gen 1, which was one of the accelerated edition chipset with the 4 nanometer, and having 14 5G bands itself from the day one, while all other brands are currently having a 9 5G bands at this point of time. Largest storage, which is 512 GB in the segment, and a 5000 milliamp hour battery, but even after 5000 milliamp hour battery, the phone is the slimmest at 7.8 mm and weighing just 183 grams. This is what I call a true experience, because I can give you the maths, but I still believe the technology is all about the science and the engineering which people need to understand. Once you buy a device, how can I give you a seamless experience over a period of next 24 months or till the time you replace your next device? While we will come to the maths, I'm sure people are waiting for the prices. But at the same time, while we are talking about the experiences, I have to ensure that probably we work with the partners who can also give you a complete peace of mind along with the product. And hence, I think our partnership with Amazon defines that particular thing. So I would like to call upon Mr. Ranjit on the stage to share his thoughts about this partnership. Thank you very much. Please give us
Hi. First up, thank you, Madhav. Thank you, the HTech team. Very, very delighted to be here. Thank you for inviting us from Amazon to be part of this milestone event. Been looking forward to this day for a while now, Madhav. Very happy that we're here. We are also very privileged that you have chosen Amazon to be the online partner of choice to sell the Honor 90 in India. Very happy to announce to our customers that this product will be available across the country to all customers on Amazon.in as soon as we have the dates announced by Madhav and team. We're also very thrilled to witness the return of the Honor brand to India. We're certain that the Honor 90 is just the start, and it is one among a long lineup of great phones that this team will bring to the country. We're looking forward to HTech being one of the largest brands that this country will produce. So all the best for that. So as Amazon and close partners, we've also had the privilege to see the Honor 90 in action. My team and I can certainly endorse what you've seen here. Very excited with the capabilities that we've seen in the smartphone, starting from the powerful performance that the team spoke about, the sleek design that's in place, and also the camera. What a great camera. Our customers on Amazon tell us that the camera setup is one of the top 3 decision points that they kind of make when they have to choose a smartphone. And we believe that that particular one, among all of the other things that you spoke about, will certainly differentiate it to customers who are looking for a great smartphone. So we're looking forward to getting that product out there into the market. Talking about availability, I'll let the team talk through the details. Looking forward to the price points that Madhav announces, but I just wanted to call out something special for all customers on Amazon. Regardless of whatever price the product sells on, we are offering an additional 2,000 rupees on exchanging your old smartphone so you can upgrade to this fantastic device. So yeah, all the best. Over to you, Madhav, for the details.
Yeah, so this instills a deeper partnership, and this gives a confidence to the entire team. And thank you very much, Ranjit, for giving out the wonderful customer offer on your platform. While we are all awaiting for the prices, and that's the only thing which is left over, I'd like to have a quick recap on the product so people can have a very clear understanding on what the product is all about. So the product comes in the 3 different colors, which I've already spoken about, which is green, white, and the black. It has got amazing specs, which would be saying 200 megapixel camera, world's highest 3840 PWM dimming, first and the only in the segment, which is the quad curve floating AMOLED display, 200 megapixel, which I already said, with a 50 megapixel selfie camera with AI log, which can record 4K video front and back at the same time with seamless integration. Magic OS 7.1 based on Android 13 and with a 4 nanometer chipset based on the 7 Gen 1A edition. So yes, with a DxO mark certified, global with a gold standard DxO mark certified, yes. So now it's time for the prices, but just before the prices, I would like to say, I saw it in the morning, there were a lot of guesses on the prices as well. I would definitely say I would not disappoint you, but for sure, I have got a lot of things in store for you. So we have got 2 storage variants. One is for the 8 GB plus 256 GB storage variant with a turbo RAM of about 5 GB and 12 GB plus 512 GB of massive storage with a turbo RAM of about 17 GB, which goes up to 19 GB of usage. So it's an amazing. Now it's time for the pricing. So I can see even the partners are even excited to hear about the pricing. But yes, there is something which is really exciting for everyone. We'll be available in all the channels, including the mainline as well. So I would definitely say that probably we are going to make sure that we create a dent in this business, and we make sure that probably the consumers can afford this device for sure. So price for 8 GB plus 256 GB variant would be 37,999. And 12 GB plus 512 GB would be 39,999. I think that's not all. I need a loud cheer because probably this phone you can avail in the initial offer for around 27,999. And 12 GB plus 512 GB at 29,999. I said we will not disappoint you. And that's something which I said we'll always make sure we will be disruptive. There are a host of offers, this is including the offer, there are a host of offers from day one of our sale, which would be probably covering like ICICI Bank and SBI Bank having a 3,000 rupees straight instant discount. Plus we'll be having free TWS goodies worth rupees 5,000. With a 30 days replacement policy, phone replacement, with an extra 2,000 rupees, which I think Ranjit has generously offered specifically for the Amazon customers. And even in the mainline, we'll be having no cost EMI as well as EMI up to 24 months, which you can grab your phone up to rupees 1,299 every month. I think that's something which is really exciting and affordable. Our first sale would be on 18th of September, 12 noon onwards. Mark the date, mark the calendar. This is for the initial public only, that probably they can avail this offer. Thank you very much, everyone. Over to the AI night.
Honor 90. Capture ultra clear detail with a 200 megapixel camera. Enjoy endless storage for your adventures with up to 12 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte ROM. Care for your eyes with risk-free dimming display. Honor 90. Share your vibe. All new Honor 90. Capture ultra clear detail with a 200 megapixel camera. Enjoy endless storage for your adventures with up to 12 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte ROM. Care for your eyes with risk-free dimming display. Honor 90. Share your vibe. All new Honor 90. Capture ultra clear detail with a 200 megapixel camera. Enjoy endless storage for your adventures with up to 12 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte ROM. Care for your eyes with risk-free dimming display. Honor 90. Share your vibe. All new Honor 90. Capture ultra clear detail with a 200 megapixel camera. Enjoy endless storage for your adventures with up to 12 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte ROM. Care for your eyes with risk-free dimming display. Honor 90. Share your vibe. All new Honor 90. Capture ultra clear detail with a 200 megapixel camera. Enjoy endless storage for your adventures with up to 12 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte ROM. Care for your eyes with risk-free dimming display. Honor 90. Share your vibe.